Dear colleagues, I must start my topic with a small introduce how the prosecurity of the ICC ask application about to take order for the justice follower of the Israel leaders Netanyahu Galan and the Hamas leaders. It's very strange how the one desk put the leaders of the democratic country of Israel and have recognition country of the Palestine and the Israel have not acknowledged the law right of the ICC, but Palestinian autonomy have a right recognized of it. And uh, White House and US Congress, of course, have a reject of this is application, and some of the Republicans claim to the enter sanctions against the member of the ICC. Meanwhile, in northeast of the Ukraine, in the Kharkovsky Oblast, Kharkov, the former of the capital of Ukraine, the biggest industrial center with the military industry of Ukraine and 2 million population. The eastern border of it Volcha River, Wolf River have a town Volchansk. Volchansk, Wolf town. Here, everything seems to have a struggle between Ukraine and Ukraine forces who defends this is everything streets and Russian troops. If you remember the spectators, yet when Vladimir Putin was in Beijing, the second day of the visit, in the interview he told about the situation after behind the border of the Kharkov Oblast and Belgorod Oblast of Russia, about to the create of the so-called sanitarian zone. He told about how the center of the Belgorod in English, White City. How the Ukraine forces strike hit at the center of this is a town. Again, I must also use the word meanwhile. When Alexander Novak, vice premier of the new Russian government, was approved in the State Duma. At this time, in the Belgrade was very big blast in the living residence house. The blast was in the internal. Despite Russian propaganda told about the here the was fell down the fragments of the Ukraine rockets, rockets, beaches rockets type attack, maybe storm shells, maybe scalp, I don't know. But the real reason was the internal blast in this is big and in the big house. And lot families was need change living places, and lot people was evacuated in the hospitals. Wandered was much people, etc. I must remember at this time, Iceland was a problem state, interstate, and Jesus. And so at this background, I think this is one we must find explain only this is a gas, natural blast of the explosive of the natural gas. And so this is another strange stories. We have the eastern part of the Moskovskaya Oblast and Moscow town. When Russian media messages informed about the blast of fires in the this is the places which I am naming above. I think here the result not only a blast of the natural gas. I think this is a result of the another external influence. Maybe drones, maybe sky flight lighting. I don't know what it is. And the last story about it as a sample. I'm speaking about the factory in Noginsk, the Russian fabrics closest factory in Noginsk with the fire the square 3 and 5 thousand square meters. The fire, this is a factory, fabrics and clothes factory. This is the biggest fire, but the result of it was a roof fell down. Jeez, oh my God, sorry. And there is a strange of I don't know what is an of this is stories. And let's go to the further. Before the second part of my topic, I'd like to tell how the Wall Street Journal noted the interesting features of the China's dominance in the not only semiconductors, chips, and electric cars, and it's very interesting the information was learned about the how the China exported since 50 to the 75% of the world export of the raw for the accumulators for electricity battery in the world market. Here, cobalt about 75%, and then lithium and nickel less and to the 50%. So one of them nickel have biggest reserve of the world in the Caribbean basin, in Cuba, Jamaica, and Haiti, Dominicana, there is a big Caribbean islands. This is therefore here must be found lithium ion. I'm not sure, but cobalt is it possible. So the about copper in the Chile, this is no problem, and Colombia, etc. And here, this is a very big, interesting story in the future. And not only United States have a business with the Canada nickel in the Arkansas state. And here, this background very interesting. How the Ukraine will get money for the income of the miners of the Russian assets, which frozen in the Euroclear, and assume about 260 to the 300 billion US dollars. This is the biggest oil, sorry. This is the biggest big sum, and the first of procent for the miners of this is soon will be Ukraine will be get in 1 month already. So this is not a big sum, but this is first experience for the use. This is a frozen money for. This is without this is soon will be getting to the Ukraine without big protest in the courts, jail, trial, or since the Russian political power. And so this is first experience, and European Commission want to do next step of in this question. According to the statement of officials, Chancellor of the Germany, he reject or reflect or for all opinion of European Commission. I think also supposed that need to use the need to use this money according to the proposals of the U.S. Treasury, Janet Yellen, Secretary of U.S. Treasury, Janet Yellen. If you remember the spectacles, Janet Yellen is supposed to use this money as a pledge of the for the get credit of this sum. It's according to the first mind of first thing of the Commission, already 50 billion euros Ukraine can do get in this year. This year, and so today I listened how the by Russian television, Sergei Lavrov told about the lies and stealing and another non-diplomatic words, and how the West want. Oh, I'm remembering. I just remember how the West want to do better with Russia. It's not correct. Totally. Um, this is of loud of propaganda. Um, Propaganda, and right now, the we're supposed to suppose Ukraine with how the Ukraine take territory, its territory in the border of 1991. And today, Commercial Howard Gentile had a meeting with the Bank Societies United States of America and dispute the new sanctions and to barrier of the outflank be passed the attempt of the sanctions of the United of the Russian Federation, which United States and the European Union and enters against Russia. This is very mm, time of this meeting very good, which elect U.S. Secretary. And so the Russian, for example, Russian steel product is fell down. The reason of it, the building process, the reduce of the mortgage, support of the mortgage. If you remember, Russian building boom last 2 years was thanks the state support from the budget of the mortgage rate, and according to the last data of the Russian Central Bank, the Russian consumers of the mortgage have a profit to keep money in the banks than to the pay mortgage payment. Due to the interest rate and banks rate by deposit very big, about 16% and rather than more. However, the situation economy, as I told above, or more above more seriously, as I showed about at the sample of the steel. This is a story very, very seriously, and Russian media distribute information about the possibility that improving interest rate in the next session of the Russian Central Bank. And certainly we are just to understand how the humanitarian have good left the time for the meeting with the bank sector, bank society in the United States, for example, in particular, the Italian put question about the Deutsche, German banks have attempted to the outflank the sanctions against the Russian bank sector and economy. Who and certainly this is story very very seriously and difficulties for the new Russian government. And the last topic of today, the uh, in 2 and 5, 2.5 week for the in June, European continent will be find European Parliament, and it's very interesting how the in Spain have had a visit. Javier Milei for the new president of Argentina. Despite the Argentinian leader critiqued the Pedro Sanchez, a leader of the socialists, and this is a very big advertisement for the socialists, Pedro Sanchez. It's very important, certainly, for as against the expectations for the advanced socialists into the voting process in the European Parliament. So it's very interesting story will be, and I think enough for today. Thank you. See you later. Bye bye.